Highty hey-ho! Hey everyone! We are here at the cathedral for the ceremony of eternal bonding. It was rebuilt finally after 5 years, and just in time to start having weddings all the time. Who would have thought? Thankfully, a friend of mine up in front of us has allowed us to watch her and his wedding, the two friends of mine. So we're going to be watching the ceremony of eternal bonding. I asked ahead of time. They said it was okay to watch, to take a video, so we're going to have some fun. Let's have some fun and enjoy it. A sacred place wherein two souls may be joined in the sights of God and men, gods and men. How might I assist you? Hey, let's attend it. Heck yeah. As a guest, you may appear in cutscenes during the course of the ceremony. As such, please ensure that your appearance is as you desire ahead of time. Ceremony proper commences no later than 40 minutes after doors open. Detailed information. I thought it'd be nice if we just watched how it turned out, because we're not going to be able to watch Calosa and Rian's. Please take this time to change the gear. Thankfully, the gear I've already went ahead of time. Oh my! No, put that back. Here we go. Guests may now enter. So here they are. They've set everything up. Everyone's hanging out and around. Whoop. Always, Calosa always takes front row seats. How exciting! Yes! OR knows what's going on. Always front row seats. Hey, LV! Let's have some fun and watch a ceremony of eternal bonding, because it's not a wedding. They are not allowed to say weddings, because if you say it's a wedding, then you can't have two dudes getting married. That's not allowed in the world of Japan. So it's got to be ceremony of eternal bonding. My absolute favorite part about it was, what was it? They were announcing it in the live letters. They do a little live letter thing, and they were specific to point out this isn't a wedding, it's a ceremony of eternal bonding. And my favorite was one of the people was talking about the things you can get, and he slipped up and said, also here's a wedding cake that you can get. And Yoshi P had to jump in the middle and was like, it's not a wedding cake, you guys. It's not a wedding cake. It's an eternal bonding cake. So, beautiful. But I mean, it for all intents and purposes, you could tell this is a wedding in the sights of gods and men. Oh boy, I'm liking this color scheme. I'm forgetting the color scheme we had. I'll have to pull up the pictures that I got of the ceremony that Calosa and Rian had. I'll show off the outfit at least. Calosa got, back in the day when this first came out, only the girls could wear the dresses and only the boys could wear the tuxedo. They finally ended up changing that, but when they changed, but before that happened, Calosa and Rian, we couldn't actually choose back then. So unfortunately, Calosa still has the dress, even though we both knew that if it was possible, Calosa would have worn the tux and Rian definitely would have worn the dress. Yeah, they eventually finally did. Boys and boys and boys can still get married. Girls and girls can still get married, and like one of the girls can wear a tux, and one of the males can. Actually, I actually have it here. I pulled them out, but they changed it now. Now it fits everyone. Heart. Now everyone can wear these. So boys and girls can wear the dresses, and boys and girls can wear the tux. Unfortunately, I can't because I'm not on the. Oh, greetings, friends! Your presence at this joyous occasion is much appreciated. Yay! Oh, it's a boy. It's a man. Without further ado, let us see our couple to the dais. Woo! Here we go. Enter Jamie Jolson and Nerida Larson. Woo! Everyone quiet. It's a beautiful carriage. Oh, it's even floating for them. They don't even got a walk. They ain't some peasants. That's clapping in the background. Yay! Today shall serve as witnesses to the sacred bond, so that none may ever deny. Before we proceed to the exchanging of rings, I shall allow the couple a moment to read their vows. Aww. You say some vows. Let's see what they say. The tux looks so nice. I'm kind of sad that Calosa doesn't have one. Calosa would be so snazzy in that tux. Tisk, tisk. I tried to see if I could like turn my wedding dress in for the suit, but you have to end it. I could have sworn I had answered this. There we go. Okay, I did answer it. There we go. Elvie, we keep telling you and Aeonica. What tokens of loyalty and companionship do these two offer each other? What symbols of affection will carry them always with their hearts and on their hands? Jamie has brought today this flawless band. And with it signifies his commitment to provide for his partner no matter the cost. Nadia has reached deep to procure her partner's ring. Nerida. And with it pledges a commitment unbending. You actually say how you procured the ring, and then it changes. These challenges our couples face to prepare this ring for this day were not without peril, yet they overcame each and every obstacle hand in hand as one. Jamie Jarson and Nerida Larson. With the exchange of rings, you will enter a pact not to lightly break. And so long as these symbols of your shared bond endure, none may deny the legitimacy of the rites performed here this day. And here is the exchanging of the rings. Oh, and on the two sides are the gods that the person represents. Here comes the exchanging. Wow, man, we don't even gotta pick it up. He just magically flies. I mean, who wouldn't want that? It would just be a bunch of peasants. There it is. Yeah. If you're wearing the wrong type of gloves, the ring won't appear. Make sure you have the right gloves. The rings bestowed to each other. Oh, they're doing this one. There are 3 different ones you can do. One of them you grow wings and fly around and kiss each other. One of them you make a toast to the gods. And this one you sign your name. This one's probably the least weird and religious. So probably a very popular one. But everyone likes the kissing one because it's so dumb. It's really dumb. Their names are forever united. Everyone can see that they're back. Huzzah! Clap, 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 clap. By the authority granted me by the sanctum of the 12, I now pronounce you bonded for eternity. Let us congratulate the newly bonded couple with a heartfelt round of applause. The time remaining the average shuffle is your own. Feel free to celebrate this momentous occasion in any manner you see fit. Yay! Not wed. I now pronounce you husband and wife. No, no, no. No, no, no. We're not husbands or waifus. Not in this game. Just bonded. Rian is the eternal bondmate. I know none could wish the end of such a spectacular day. Oh, they're finishing up. Okay. The sanctum must ready its hallowed halls for another. Thank you all once again for serving as witnesses to this bonding of souls. Now let us bid farewell to our friends as they set out, not as two, but as one. The world may not have changed, but from this day forth, nothing will ever be the same. Oh, that's not a bad way to make it. Yay! Invitations will be exchanged for a special bonbonniere. Wait, I forgot. Oh, never mind. I had some petals. I can do it after. The petals and the feathers. There we are. Yay! As a new chapter of their lives begins. Yes! Wedding chocobo. Ooh. Off they go. Hey, you know you can run, right? No, never mind. Have fun, you guys. Yay! Oh. Oh, they bought the 20. They bought the $20 one. That's a little expensive. Thank you for that. Yay! See if I can get a small picture to remember this fun and exciting day. There we go. Any after events? I don't want to just run off, but like if we're finished, then Calosa's got other places she could be as well. So that's the ceremony of eternal bonding, and that was one that was like, if that was a $20 one, wow. If you do, you can get a free version, so that, but like if you get the free version, you can to dye your dress or tux, and you don't get the 2-person mount, and that magic, that cute little one. Looks like not. But yeah, and some of the stuff. Thanks for having us. Alright, see you around in Eorzea then. She says, I'm glad you could come, and not that we had anything planned. So, we are free to go. A lot of people are just to do this stuff nowadays just for the mount and to be done with it. Oh wait, I forgot. Jalvan, what is it? I have petals. There we go. Here's some petals for you, dorks. There you go. Here's some petals for you. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Alright. What is a blushing bride without a dutiful bridesmogul to scatter petals in her general vicinity? I mean, really. I mean, that's true. I already have that, and it's unsellable, so I don't think I can give it away. And there we go! Oops, wrong one. In fact, let's get the ceremony chocobo. There we go. And let's start us off. New game plus. Choo choo! Oh, I can't do it while I'm mounted. Choo choo! I forgot where we were at. Oh, right! Crystal Braves! Harem Chocobo! This is a Harem Chocobo, see? When you're writing on it, that means you're married to Calosa. I don't make the rules. Except I do, so, question mark? Alright, back to Revenant's Toll. I suppose, before we do all this stuff, I pulled out the dress and everything, because I was hoping that I could turn it into a tuxedo, but I can't. So instead, we're just going to glamour it. There it is. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little glamours, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little glamours, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little glamours, 10 little glamours right here. Almost there. Boom. Oh no. And what would it be? Yeah, I didn't announce it. Sorry, Alteron. And it wasn't a huge thing. You just missed a ceremony of eternal bonding. Second that I wanted to do. Oh right, I wanted to show it off. Is it here? Is it here? Is it there? No, I didn't. Okay, I got it. Wait, is it the right? or the left? It's the right hand, right? Yeah, it's the right hand. Cast Glamour. I have the Eternity Ring. There it is. It's the right hand. I knew it. I knew it. There it is. We've got ourselves an Eternity Ring, because Calosa has always had one. Here it is. Speaking of, the anniversary is tomorrow. The anniversary is tomorrow. There it is. 2015. So, happy anniversary, I guess. I'm wondering if I should tell my friend, the player, this. Would it seem really awkward and weird? I don't know. Anyway, so here we are. Look at me. I'm thinking we should just be cute and in a dress for the rest of this. In traditional Doman cuisine, we strive for perfect balance, not only of flavor and texture, but also of nutrition. For a meal to be truly satisfying, it must nourish the body as well as delight the senses. If Hikiri and our more skilled culinarians worked closely together, I dare say they could create extraordinary dishes sure to satisfy Eorzean and Doman alike. It's almost like you would get new culinarian recipes. Yes. It would be foolish to sacrifice nutrition for flavor. Indeed. Yo, Thancred, what are you doing? Are you playing with your knife like a 5-year-old? Thancred, please. Ooh, look at me, I'm gonna cut the air. Dazzling floral arrangement, each blossom a peerless beauty in her own right. Ah, the blessing and the burden of an overactive imagination. What are you... Thancred, please! Creep. Coltonet! Those Azure uniforms are really rather striking, but I think I shall remain a Scion for the nonce. These walls have become my home, and the Scions my family. Besides, I'm not sure blue is really my color. The green in my cassock brings out my eyes, just as Hori's breeches bring out the red in his. Coltonet? What? Do you look at his breeches a lot? Coltonet, you keep it up, man. I'm rooting for you. Look forward, never back. Devote yourself only to the present. This is what I've learned from the Domans. Yeah. And also look to the side at a guy who keeps staring at your breeches, apparently. Shrug. Calosa is always cute, even when in a dress. I mean, Calosa is pretty darned cute, let's be honest. She is a little too blue today. But maybe that's because there's a secret that might happen later. I don't know. What is it, Calosa? And do be concise. I am rather busy. Wow, Alfie. You would lend a hand, you say? I see. Well, now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants for attention. Given its sensitive nature, I was hesitant to entrust it to my braves, but the demands upon my time are such that I have little choice. Which is not to say that my men want for labor. Though we are but newly formed, there is already a great demand for our services, and we are hard-pressed to answer all petitions. But I digress. The fact is, I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself, but my presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I have entrusted its resolution to my second-in-command, Captain Ilberd. Tell him I sent you, and he'll furnish you with the particulars. My thanks in advance, Calosa. Now be off. And do be concise about it. I'm a busy man. Yo, Ilberd, what's up? Yeah, Aeonica is very red.
Hail to you, sire. How might we serve you?
Sorry, Ilberd, I didn't realize you were talking there. Actually, I need to serve you. He says that you guys got stuff going on.
Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us?
Indeed.
These are welcome tidings indeed. Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own.
Why not? Is there is there already a spy in our ranks? We were just formed like a week ago. Oh man, look at this. He's like sneaking around and crap. What's going on?
That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna sneak up.
Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the grand companies.
Alteron, he's sneaking around. I'm gay. What? That's not a thing you need to be secretive about. Ilbert, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning.
Oh, the Immortal Flames has someone?
Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ.
Geez, so we've got... What was his name? We've got... No. Teleji Adeleji, who's been buying out the Flames, and now we've got this other agent guy, this Garlean agent. Man, I'm telling you, Ul'dah is rife with traitors. Ul'dah is the worst. I'm sorry, Rian. Worst.
We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy.
The Ivy, woo.
He was, however, certain that this Ivy had coiled itself around every part of the Immortal Flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and gradually recruited others to his cause.
First Ilbert, now Teleji Adeleji. Wait, Teleji Adeleji is gay? Alteron, please. Although, you know, with that mustache, I'm just saying, I wouldn't put it past him.
These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the Ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge. But we have a tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root.
Ilbert, I love puns, but even this is like, dial it back a notch.
Now, much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion, circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste. Garlemald's War of Succession nears its end, and it is feared that the Empire will soon resume its march on Eorzea. When it does, we can ill afford to have traitors in our midst. The Ivy must be rooted out now. We must begin by apprising General Reborn of our findings. I would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames, and remain on hand to see that things go smoothly. Assuming the Ivy's tendrils are as widespread as we believe, he will be aware that an investigation is underway, and if that is the case, he may well move against us.
So what do you have planned?
We must be prepared for anything, while taking care not to betray our purposes by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-woman army like you.
Wait, what? I mean, yeah, I guess I just bumble into things. I never really am prepared for much of anything at this point. I'm never prepared. So, being prepared by never being prepared. Gotcha. Ilbert, 3 steps ahead. Yeah. Alright. Immortal Flames. That's it. Raubon. I'm so sorry, Raubon. Your city is bad. I'm so sorry, Rian. Your city is bad. does remind me though. Speaking of Rian and Calosa, the funniest thing is, Rian's patron deity is Halone, which is Menfina's rival. They hate each other. I don't know how this worked out. I don't know how it worked, but somehow they're making it work. They just don't talk about religion in the house. It's kind of like, what is it? The Catholics and the Protestants. If a Catholic marries a Protestant, don't talk about religion. Just don't.
Well, what brings you here, my friend?
I'm supposed to not be prepared. Also, you didn't make it to the ceremony. I invited you and everything, Raubon. Wow.
She is here at my behest. Greetings, Raubon. It has been a while.
Oh yeah, also Ilbert. Wait, you guys know each other?
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears. But look at you, the honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
Oh, they're all Amigan. That makes sense. They probably fought together.
Not many, but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye, we've both come far, have we not?
Look at you.
Lest you wonder, Hilbert and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads.
Oh, I mean, I can kind of tell, but like, look at you two cuties.
The last time we saw each other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been.
Oh, God.
And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
Yeah, that's been like, as I said, there are adults in Alamigo who have not seen a free Alamigo. That's how long it's been. Jeez, you guys.
Ah, well, my dealings tended toward the modest and mundane, unlike some I could mention. As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanalan than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it.
Thanks for that, Captain Exposition.
Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother. Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Once again, thank you, Captain Exposition. Yeah, Alteron. Raubon might be Ilbert's secret boyfriend. Woo!
Pah, spare me. I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to her, I'm little more than a glorified butcher.
Yes, the lady who's just in a eternal bonding dress. Yes, Yep. That's the hero, all right. Also, now that it's a joke, but 18 years of not talking to each other, I wouldn't call that boyfriend material. Sever. Raubon, sever.
But you, Wilbert, you sell yourself short. By all accounts, you were an adventurer of some standing.
I like to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway. I have tidings.
Serious.
So there has been progress. I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought.
Let's just talk about it and play, let's just be really loud about it, though.
To convene elsewhere would only attract attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all.
Yeah, well, just make sure you're not super loud about it. Oh, okay, good. They are not loud. Good job, you two. You learned how to not be loud.
So it is we who have been compromised.
Yeah, Rip Raubon, he's just like, God damn.
Teleji Adeleji's machinations have shaken Uldar to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil.
Please, the man's loyalty was bought for a fistful of gil during Teleji Adeleji's machinations.
But if this snake has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the monetarists have been in league with the Empire from the first?
Dun dun.
Very well. I will have my most trusted men investigate the matter. Continue your inquiries in the meantime.
Thanks, Elvie. Thanks. There's probably a fic of these two anyway. Elvie, 10 fics of these two. That'd do it. I would bet that, yeah, especially during A Realm Reborn and maybe a little bit of Heavensward, these two were that was a slightly decent thing.
It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days and drink to the future of our homeland.
Huzzah! What the? Did anyone see that?
Flame General. You wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up.
You can do it, Ilbert.
Well, it would seem your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Robon's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
How was I supposed to learn about all that exposition without me being here? So I mean, that was it. That was the reason. Yay! So what's up, Ilbert? What's next? Hunt for the Ivy begins in earnest, Scion. Suffice it to say, we must tread warily. For one misstep may well cost us our lives. Our business here is concluded for the time being. Let's return to the Rising Stones and report to Commander Leviura. Ugh. So many reportings. Might as well use a priority etherite action. Time to just travel around the world consistently. That's a song about traveling around the world consistently. Hey, Alfie, you done being a jerk? I doubt it. We have returned from Uldar, Commander. And not a moment too soon. Something has happened. Trouble? You'll recall that the Fourth was tasked with reconnoitering the rendezvous site used by the Ivy's minion and his Imperial contacts. Soon after you left, we received word that the unit was ambushed en route to its destination. Cons, damn it! According to the report, one of ours has been taken captive. The Garleans are not wont to treat their foemen with dignity, and I have grave fears for her safety. Oh, it's a girl. We must dispatch a rescue party at once. Recall those braves who are afield. Begging your pardons, Commander, but we have not the time. I'm afraid I must ask for your aid once again, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provide the Guardians with more captives. Your time is of the essence. Simply put, you are the best chance we have. Captain Ilbert has the right of it. I trust you are willing? But of course you are. Now, Alianne of the 4th lies in wait at the Tangle, near the entrance to Castrum Sentry. Seek her out and she will apprise you of the situation. Fine. But of course you are. Didn't even give me the chance to go, Come on, man. That's my thing. Won't even let me do the thing. Jeez. Alfie. Back in, it's called Back and Forth, because it's the 4th Legion. Do you get it? It's always the Puff of Darkness that I get. Also, this is why this chocobo is the best, because females ride side saddle on it. So if you're using a long robe like I tend to, this is the best one to use. Also, this is funny, this Lentic Mud Puppy used to not be here. This was for another thing, but they added this here, so now when you come by, it will start attacking you, even though this is supposed to be a mostly safe area. Hang in there, Rush. We'll free you yet. Aww. Look at that guy with his weird mutton chops. Alianne! You would aid us in the rescue mission. We are in your debt, Warrior of Light. Now, time is against us, so allow me to brief you on the situation. The Guardians fell upon us without warning, wounding poor Resh and hauling her away to the castrum yonder. Outnumbered as we were, is all we could do to flee and regroup. Even as we speak, the Guardians may be interrogating Resh. Or worse, with her hurts, I fear she may not survive their attentions. We must rescue her without delay. Our order may yet be in its infancy, but the bond that binds us is as strong as Mithril. None of us will stand by while a comrade suffers. We, the remnants of the 4th, will infiltrate Castrum Sentry. Please help us find Resh before it's too late. Indeed. Can confirm that it attacked you. Sorry, Alteron, that sucks. We could just walk on through, or we could just fly. Thank goodness for flying. Oh no, Resh! Good for the maiden fair, eh? Hey, I'm the maiden fair. Oh wait. If Calosa's been eternally bonded, maybe she isn't a maiden anymore. Oh no! Oh, get out. It doesn't matter if I'm a maiden or not. Ha! Got him. Resh! I need to save the mooncat. All mooncats must be saved. What? Where am I? Resh! Resh, thank the gods we found you. And thank you, Warrior of Light. Now, to quit this accursed place. Resh cannot move with those wounds. She'll need to be carried out. I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Garleans will be only too happy to grant you their undivided attention. If you are able to create a commotion within the castrum, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. Let us speak again once we are safely outside these walls. Wait a minute. I'm a healer. You're a healer. Why can't we just heal her? You know what? Okay, fine. I'll just punch everything. You know what? I'll bring Jadelyn along, too. What do you have to say? Let's get out of here! Resh cannot move without these wounds. Yeah. Thank you. Alright, let's start some diversionary tactics. It's always the puzzle. Onion. Okay, sure, we'll take it. Hey, here's a diversionary tactic. Yay! Whoa. Oh no, he's gonna paralyze, stop it! Got it. Phew. Good job, Javelin. Good girl, Javelin. Good guy, Javelin. Whatever. Anyway, let's keep moving. Have you ever gotten beat up by a woman in a wedding dress? Because it's happening. Wait, who's the last one? Oh, it's this one. Javelin! Javelin, save me! Good girl. Boing. Let's use the Gooby. This one's good. Boing. Only two of you. Oh no, there's three now. Oh geez. Oh no, I see those black mages. Get out of here. I know what black mages do, and that's paralyze, and I hate paralyze. Oh, I'm sorry. What's on your bucket list? Oh, getting beaten up by a woman in a wedding dress? Got it. I got it. I have awaited your return most anxiously, my friend. You have done us a great service indeed. Thanks to your aid, our comrade Rish is safe, and we suffered no further casualties. Words cannot well express my gratitude. All that's left is to report the mission success to Commander Levieur. I shall go on ahead to the Rising Stones. Yeah, sorry. I kind of didn't get it, but then I was like, wait a minute, that makes sense. Someday, Alteron, someday you too can get beaten up by a woman in a wedding dress. Report to Alphino at the Rising Stones. Hey, Alfie, I saved your Crystal Braves already. Woo! Boing. Here we go. Alfie! Hi, it does me well to see you thus returned. Though I doubt not your prowess, entering an enemy stronghold is generally considered to be a risky venture, and I must confess to have been a trifle anxious. I do like how, the first time we went there, we had to sneak in and, shoo, but it shows, how much stronger the Warrior of Lights become, that she can just walk in and punch everyone, and then walk out. But here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in your mission as is your wont. Lest you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Domans. Thanks to their expert ministrations, the danger is past. You have my gratitude, Calosa. Yeah, you're welcome. At least you said thanks. Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Resh owes you her life. We escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. As you say, Commander, I will see to it that the men keep their wits about them. And it may yet take time, but I will not rest until we have identified and apprehended the Ivy. I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. I love how he's like, we gotta be secret and quiet, that no one hears us talking about the Ivy. And him, he's just walking up and saying, oh, by the way, we're trying to apprehend the Ivy, you guys. As for you, Calosa, I realize you have scarce caught your breath, but I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary. I require that you accompany me to Kurthus. I've been granted an audience with an Ishgardian dignitary, you see, and the man expressly requested your presence. A dignitary? Oh, do not look so surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of fame by now. We shall depart as soon as you are ready. We should depart as soon as you are ready. What the? Who is this strapping man? We've been blessed with a rare opportunity, Calosa, an audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are to treat with Sir Amaric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights in Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. We would be wise to court his favor. And court other ways, maybe. I saw that face. Ooh. Biting lips. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Amaric wishes to meet the woman behind the legend, I will not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of his plan when you request her permission to accompany me to Kurthus. Mayhap you feel this to be a waste of your talents, which could doubtless be put to nobler use? If so, I should remind you that more good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword. Olfino, you can get off your high horse now. I'm happy to help, but you just need to stop being a whatever. Whatever. Sir Amaric, whatever. This pompous temple knight or whatever. Woo, paladins! A meeting with an Ishgardian ambassador? By all means, I think it a wonderful idea. We've received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual beast tribe activity of late. If Alphino believes your presence may help him to secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him. What the? Oh, now we're talking. Yo, Alfie! Antecedent. I take it Calosa has explained the situation. She has. Yet, welcome though these overtures are, I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with the other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? Would that I knew. The question of their motives is one to which I've given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know no more than is generally known. Flashback. The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated at the center of Ablathia's spine, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Members of the original Eorzean alliance, formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of convenience who withdrew from the alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silvertear Skies. Since which time their borders have remained closed to all outsiders, including 1.0. They have rejected every one of their former allies' cause to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors' pleas, even when the calamity loomed large. And on the fields of Cartano, where brave men and women laid down their lives for the defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. I've tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the alliance at every opportunity. I've explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one, our nations will fall, as once fell Alamigo. And what have mine efforts yielded? Why, naught. Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction. I should hope so. Rather than the lowly messengers we have been fobbed off with in the past, this time we shall meet with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I am not so naive as to think they would come to us out of the goodness of their own hearts. We have something they desire, though I have yet to find out what. But such is the nature of diplomacy. They will bring their agendas to the negotiating table, as so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible truths. Perhaps inconvenient truths. The Empire will soon be at our doorstep once more. Indeed, You may be assured that I will expound upon this point and others. Let us depart for Camp Dragonhead, Calosa. Our old friend Lord Haurchefant is expecting us. Since our request to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further integrated yourself with the man. Excellent work! His fondness may prove useful to our cause. Wait, are you saying that I should flirt with him just so we can get more stuff? Alphino? Sure, whatever. I think Elvie knows what's going on now. Alright, off to Camp Dragonhead. My cute little chest is going to be very cold soon. Rip. Blub 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 blub. Blub 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 blub. Blub Camp Dragonhead. Elvie really likes Haurchefant. Elvie is secretly just hanging out Kurthus all the time, just like staring at him from across the table. Boing! Oh, I might have given a panty shot. Whoops! Good day, Haurchefant. Thanks for keeping this place warm for my chest. Wait, I meant that in... never mind. Cute little chest. Cute little chest. Drip, drop, drip, 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 drop. Oh, anyway. Calosa, ever a welcome sight. Our hearts have been stoked to blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do for such a distinguished personage to catch cold whilst enjoying our hospitality. Aw, thanks, Harsh. Do you mind if I call you Harsh? The gesture is much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle in cold climes. Alphino, put on a coat! It's not hard! Good Master Alphino. An honor, as always. Likewise, Lord Haurchefant. Forgive us yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid, since you so generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense! Any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? House Forton may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I am simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak helped to justify the decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is of grave concern to us all. But to the matter at hand, Sir Amaric arrived in Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I am told he's eager to meet with you at your first inconvenience. Your first convenience. You are doubtless weary from your journey and desirous to rest a while by the warmth of our hearth. But if you are willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside the intercessory. He will grant you entrance and send word to the other attendees. As inviting as your hearth sounds, I think it best we proceed to the intercessory forthwith. Here it comes! I see no reason to keep Sir Amaric waiting, do you? Let us proceed to the intercessory. You will find the entrance to the intercessory outside. It's just around the corner to the right. Speak with the guard station there when you are ready to begin the meeting. Thanks for that. Thanks for the directions, Haurchefant. Harsh. Thanks for the directions, Harsh. Got a finger guns. Harsh. And that doesn't sound... Maybe that's not so good. I don't know. We've been expecting you, madame. Pray, take your ease inside and I shall summon the others. Heck yeah, let's do it! Harshy kisses. Hey! Oh, no one's here. Hey, Harshy kisses.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Oh, I have faith. I have faith that Alphino will whine at people until things happen. I mean, you know, as it goes. Hey, Alfie. I wasn't talking about you.
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
I'm Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Hi there.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service.
What? What?
Your reputation precedes you, Sir Emmerich. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Hey!
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
I suppose so, because I ain't even heard of you before. Wait, I mean, you're super great and not at all a nobody loser who I've never heard of. Anyway, continue.
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination.
I loved Haurchefant just like nodding several times, like, isn't she the best? I love her so much.
Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us.
Oh, you're welcome, I guess.
Now then, shall we begin?
Yeah, sure. Please have a seat. May I have a seat?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the primal menace. The beast tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last.
I mean, yeah, I had to fight Ramoon. He was pretty strong. He actually lasted for a bit. I'm just saying.
Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
Oh. How so, Emmerich? What are you talking about?
On what grounds?
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry.
Well, we don't care about Garuda because they'll just kill Gridania first. What do we care? Yeah, that's cool.
Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
So, you'll help us fight them off?
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Quiet, Alfie. The pretty men are talking, yes. Alfie's voice fades into the peanuts voice. Alfie is just admiring Emmerich and Haurchefant. The little hearts and the bubbles, like in the shoujo animes, appear.
Mayhap one day, but not yet. Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
Yeah.
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Huh?
Pardon?
No, pardon.
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence.
Well, you are a temple knight. Is it in the military?
Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Forton has offered to Revenant's Toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers.
Uh-oh.
I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Ha ha ha!
Sir Emmerich, we would be in your debt.
So he is helping us.
No, you would not. For I require something in exchange.
Well,
Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard-Sorma.
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
so the dead dragon is gonna do something? He's dead.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
So what, we just gotta send a dude out there to look at it for a few hours every day? Okay. Sounds fine.
Do you accept these terms?
I mean, really, come on, Alfie, that sounds easy. You just send someone out there, and you have them switch every once in a while so they don't get too bored. Come on.
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments.
Alfie phrasing.
I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Yeah!
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
Uh-oh.
What is the meaning of this?
Yeah, we're kind of busy here, sir.
The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked.
What? Hey there, Cam Clark, I think. Isn't that Cam Clark? Sir, what?
It was Iceheart, my lord.
What? By the Fury! All our precautions were for naught?
Elvie says that they would worship Halone for Emmerich and Haurchefant. I'm just saying, you should just, the moment you get, you end up like joining one of them. What do you call it again? When you change religion, like you get married and you change, what was it? Gosh, I always forget that word. Why am I leaving? Yo, Alfie! Convert! You could convert to worshiping Halone, I'm just saying. To be fair, we technically worship all 12. It's just that these guys just love Halone even more. Because war and stuff. War! What is it good for? Absolutely everything? Just when we were starting to make progress. To make matters worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Revenant's Toll of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I am not. I would know more of this attack. Let us speak with Lord Haurchefant and find out what he has learned. Oh, here's that taciturn temple knight. This is that lady that was next to Amaric. I am come to hear Lord Haurchefant speak, not you. Whoa, okay. I think we found Iceheart, but, jeez. We must needs find the heretics and... No, it will avail us not to rush. Let us hear what Lord Haurchefant has to say first. My sincerest apologies for the interruption, my friends, but the situation is such that we must act swiftly. If you would be so kind as to elaborate... Iceheart's heretics fell upon the caravan bound for Revenant's Toll as it was passing through Boulder Downs. 'Twas an ambush, swift and ruthless. In an instant every knight was slain, every crate seized. Then, as quickly as they had appeared, they were gone. 'Twould be impossible feat without knowledge of the route. Knowledge to which only a select few are privy, I presume. Another traitor? Quite. We can pursue that avenue of inquiry in due course. Seems to me that examining the scene of the ambush should be our first concern. The trail is yet warm. We must act swiftly, as Lord Haurchefant said, lest crucial evidence be lost. You have a knack for discerning hidden truths, Calosa. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush site in person? An excellent idea! Inform my men of your intent upon arrival, and they will be glad to share their findings. Here we go. Past to the half-naked squatting men. I remember I was telling Dad, like, a lot of people think that Haurchefant likes men because of the half-naked guys squatting, and my dad was like, you don't want to wear clothes when it's cold and you're exercising, you're gonna sweat and then it's gonna freeze. That's why you take off your stuff. That's so dumb. Why would people think? I love Dad. He's too innocent and pure for this world. Here we go! Flying around here, yeah, then we end up. I probably shouldn't sing this type of song. Okay, I'm done. Move along, adventurer. There's nothing for... Eh? Lord Haurchefant bids you speak with us. Then you must be... beg your pardon, Scion. As you can see, they left nary a crate behind. Tipped to the wagon for good measure, even. Whole thing's a bit odd, if you ask me. Wouldn't it have been easier to just steal it? Though a damn sight harder to conceal it, I'll allow. Reckon they came prepared, probably with wagons of their own hidden away off. But pay no heed to my ramblings. Absent of proof, 'tis not but speculation. Might be as the squire receiving care at the observatorium could tell you something more factual. That is, if he's awake. Unlike myself, he was there during the attack. Not that his presence accounted to much. Amounted to much. Accounted for much. Punching everyone in the head, and then we go here. He's over on this place, and also on the second floor. Don't forget, he's on the second floor. You'll go in the first floor and wonder where he is. Hello, surviving squire. You've come to ask about the attack, haven't you? We came upon them before the entrance to the Hall of the Seven Echoes. Pilgrims, we marked them as, lost and ill-equipped for a journey further north. Our leader called out to them, and one stepped forward to answer. Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. Just a young girl, I thought. Some poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same, else why would he let her draw so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear, and she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek. And then he sighed and crumpled to the ground. I didn't know what happened until I saw the snow turn red. And then there was red everywhere I looked. I tried to fight, but I took a blow to the head. And by the time I came to, the others were dead and the heretics were unloading the wagon. I mean, they'd have killed me, so I just lay still and listened. Iceheart's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. Shiva? What's that all about? Elvie thinks that she sounds really hot, and I'm just saying, melting snow, you're leaning forward to kiss cheeks. I mean, that sounds like a lady who's into that sort of thing. What could that be, though? Never heard of that name before. But that guy said it, like, with such fear. It's almost as if he knew it. What do you have to say? It takes but one pair of loose lips. Welcome back, old friend. Oh dear, Alphino's looking this way. I don't think he likes being ignored. Oh my goodness, adorable. Even Haurchefant's just like, no, I ain't messing with you. Ah, you've returned. What news have you for us? Some about Shiva. Seems like the Lady Iceheart does not scruple to sully her hands with blood. Who is this Shiva the heretics spoke of? Have you not read a single line of the Enchiridion, Master Alphino? Shiva is a traitor to kith and kin, an apostate who lay down with dragons. Oh, ew, she's a scaly. Now, what? We cannot expect all foreigners to know Ishgardian scripture so well, particularly when it concerns the patron saint of heretics. Wait, you say she is their patron saint? Oh no, it all makes sense now. Lord Haurchefant, what was the caravan's cargo? If I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge had requested a rather large quantity of crystals. Do you not see? Iceheart and her followers intended to summon Shiva, as a beast tribe would summon a primal. How else would they go through such lengths to secure crystals? I shall inform the Lord Commander at once. Lord Haurchefant, you would agree that discretion is of paramount concern. Of course. He'll get used to it, Harsh. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alphino. Scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is a given. I will need to send word to my brethren in Revenant's Toll. Our entire order must turn its efforts to the prevention of this summoning. Naturally, that includes you, though I'm sure you will not miss this one for the world. Oh, jeez. Patron saint of Shiva, the Scalies? The persistent attacks on our caravan seemed a little more than a nuisance at first. The heretics were a problem, to be sure, but a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks, of course. Now they have my undivided attention. After apprising Minfilia of the situation, I shall summon a unit of Crystal Braves to assist us. As for you, Calosa, pray join me in Whitebrim Front. Since the incidents at Snowcloak, the Knights of House Durandare have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It is my hope that they have information which may help us determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Drillmont should be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there, then. Good. Jeez.
I figured it out. I was the one who figured out all about Shiva and all the crystals.
Good. I don't want to punch Alfie in his smug little face. I do like the Milky Way, though. Let's take a cute look at it. Anyway. Here we go! Shoo! Downstairs? Oh, no, he's inside. Upsie daisy, there. Upsie one more. I thought thought he was outside, but I guess I was wrong. Oh, Amaric's here. Just as you know, my men have already started to arrive. Captain Ilberts always keeps a few braves at the ready in case of emergencies. Mandelevier's assessment is most troubling. If he is correct, Iceheart now possesses a threat to Ishgard at large. By what means do these heretics travel so quickly? We must know, or our every attempt to apprehend them will be doomed to fail. Amaric! Alvy's just swooning every time he appears. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn wish to join the hunt for Iceheart. Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I just received, I dare say our timing could be no better. We are all ears, Lord Drillmont. A band of pilgrims was seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak, that self-same frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and their provisions all but confirms our suspicions. I've heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of crystal braves to White Brim Front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you will agree that we must use every resource available to us. These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. It would be in our best interests to coordinate our efforts. Such was my intent from the start, Sir Amaric. And so it begins, my friend, though I dare say it will prove an all too brief collaboration. Iceheart will not elude the combined efforts of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager all upon the success of a single solution. There may yet be subtler means by which we can locate the heretics' lair. Mayhap Lord Drillmont has one in mind. Okay. Oh, meanwhile... the crystals. Yes. Excellent. The lady! My lady, everything has been accounted for. If there is aught else you would have us do, pray speak. It shall be done. Done. Yo, Drillmont! What you got for us? Seems as though we are always one step behind, our quarry ever just beyond our reach. Though I would like to believe that the tables are about to turn, I must confess to having doubts. A joint effort may succeed where others have failed, but it could yet yield the self-same result. Fortunately, we are not without other options. I trust you haven't forgotten Inquisitor Guillaume. We have not. The mystery of how the heretics remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts, as has the question of what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach of security in the future. Accordingly, we conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in White Brim Front. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions, we identified only one possible heretic. This man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause. He'll have taken note of the movements and the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon the recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is to end soon, at which point he must report to Sir Jontemont in the yard. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with a heretic, do not interfere. Simply watch and listen. I have seen to it that the suspect knows nothing which would endanger our plans. Time to watch it, heretic. Boing, boing. I wonder if there are any Crystal Braves around. Nope. He said that they were arriving, but apparently not. They've already arrived in White Brim Front. that other guy? He's got a baby face. I love baby faces. I don't know why. And there he goes. Gotta be super inconspicuous in my giant wedding dress. No one will notice me. Oh, he's leaving through the southwest gate. Time to jump on a giant two-person draft chocobo on a flowing, frozen, sky blue wedding dress. No one will ever notice me standing around. Oh my gosh, you can see it. This is the worst hiding place, Calosa. I'm sure you can see me from right over there. Oh. He follows the road east. Gotta keep going. Surely this giant goo-boo won't attract attention. No way! No one will even know that things are happening. Yes! Perfect! I am hiding perfectly behind this tree. Ah, God, so dumb. Anyway, continue. Elvie was perfectly camouflaged as a Dragoon Ellison. See, that's how you do it. No one would be wondering why an Ellison Dragoon was wandering around, patrolling the area. Technically, you can talk to him. If you do, he's just like, oh, hello there. Are you lost? You could go that way. Like, he starts giving directions. It's really cute. Sorry, water. Hey, where the 7 L's are you? I'm freezing my bollocks off here. I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know. Your sole duty is to the bloody echo. Lower your voice at the Hilarious and White Brim front. Yes, the Temple Knights are in Snowcloak. This is what you bring me. We already knew about. Our comrades in Boulder Downs will use the tunnels dead before they know what's happening. Nevertheless, if you waste my time again, is that clear? Gotta escape before he notices me. Gotta get on my giant two-person chocobo so that no one notices me. I say Ishgard's looking really pretty. It's just, how do you say? Like, it looks like it's coming out of the mist. Why didn't I go in the top? In fact, I'm going for the top. Ha! And you guys can't stop. Come on! Well, did your investigation bear fruit? They said something about the tunnels in Snowcloak. I shall have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. You could have heard the words more clearly. Yet the few scratchings you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. We see the heretics are aware of our operation and confident they can thwart it. Their comrades in Boulder Down are key to their plans, which means it is the key to our plans that they be rooted out and put to the sword. Sounds like a plan! We have long suspected that the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given what you've overheard, I hear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take our forces unawares. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. The contingent of House Terrandare Knights are on patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin searching the heretics at once. But knowing nothing of our enemy's numbers or readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. It would put my mind at ease if you would consent to assist my knights with the search. I know they would take courage from the presence of so storied a warrior. Pray rendezvous with them at Boulder Downs. If Halone is kind, we may catch these heretics before their plans come to fruition. Show them no mercy, Calosa. The lives of our allies are at stake. You got it. Come on, giant chocobo! I'm trapped. I'm trapped! Help! Okay. Chocobo! Why? Mike, Chocobo's a traitor. Did your investigation bear fruit? No, but we found some heretics near Snowcloak. I do know that like oranges are a thing. Like, what do you call them? Tangerines are like a winter fruit. That's why everyone eats them in winter here in Japan. So I don't know. Maybe tangerines and oranges can survive. I don't know. Well, everyone's dead. Wonderful. Boy, over here! Oh, you done screwed up now, sirs. I got a chocobo here. Madeline, please. Thank you. What? More? You take this one. I'll take the other. Get out! Oh, look at that rampart. That's cute. Well, everyone's dead. What's this? I love how the Harrier was a hateful Harrier. Just an angry, mean old person. That's who he was. Ugh. I need more lotion. My hands are not liking the constant washings that I have to do. Shoop! Upsie-daisy. Chocobutt. It's a chocobutt. It's a chocobutt. My knight sent no word of your coming, Calosa. What has happened? What is that in your hand? Yeah, it's because they're dead. Sorry. By the Fury! They were veterans with years of service! And now they lie dead in the snow. Their bodies must be recovered and... No, we have not the men to spare. Not now, not while Iceheart prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. There must be others, and I'll wager they are on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you recovered is a timetable of the guardsmen's watches at our outpost in Snowcloak. The traitor was stationed there long before he aroused our suspicions. Would that we have caught him sooner! With this information, the heretics would know when the watch was weakest. They could use their tunnels with impunity and prepare their ambush. The timetable has not changed, you see. Of course, it will be changed now, but the heretics may already be in position. House Durantare must send reinforcements, even if it means withdrawing knights from the Stone Vigil. I see no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies. Oh man, don't lose the Stone Vigil again. I don't want to go back and rescue it. Jeez. Path of the Righteous. Time is of the essence, Calosa. While my knights may make ready to depart, the heretics may take our allies in Snowcloak unawares. Superior training and equipment will avail them not if we are to cut them down ere their swords are drawn. But all is not yet lost. If you leave now, there may still be time to warn them. Make haste, I beseech you. Fly to Snowcloak and tell Sir Emmerich everything we have discovered. Sounds like a plan. Off we go. Woo! Snowcloak, huh? Fun fact, Snowcloak was an actual place in 1.0. It actually there was a Western Kurthus you could get to, and an Eastern Kurthus. The Eastern Kurthus was at the Griffin Crossing where we fought Gilgamesh. But yeah, you could go to a Western Kurthus and you went through Snowcloak to do it. But this giant wall of ice happened because of the calamity, and now you can't get through. Except you technically can, but shh, don't tell anyone. You just fly over, but shh. No, you can't. Shh. Oh, hey, here's the Crystal Braves. Gods bless whoever designed this uniform. I would have frozen to death by now if it weren't for this greatcoat. Sir Amaric, he's over there. Have words with the man if you must. We shall speak anon. Fine. We are at a disadvantage here. We should linger no longer than necessary. Calosa, this is a welcome surprise. Perhaps the only one thus far. As you can see, we have yet to uncover any hidden...
Well, we were learning all about the tunnels.
You have my gratitude. Truth be told, we suspected the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now that we have confirmation, I shall place my knights on high alert. Has Commander Levier been informed? The Braves must also be made aware. There we go.
It must be here, I am certain of it. Why else would they go through such lengths to defend Snowcloak?
'Tis but a pity this discovery comes when our enemy has us at such a disadvantage. Forewarned though we be, the heretics know the terrain far better than we. I dare not think how many are watching us this very moment.
Confound it, this is all wrong. Iceheart has us scrambling to save our own skins when we should rightly be straining every sinew to find her and stop this damnable summoning.
There she is!
Heretics! Come here, girl! Alphino! Eat her? That was close. They didn't hurt you, did they?
Only my pride, Ida. I love how they called him a girl. There will be others nearby. We must see that they are given a similarly warm welcome.
Commander Levier! Yuyuhase! Papalimo! There's been a development, sir. Together with the Temple Knights, we have secured the entrances to some half-dozen tunnels after spotting the enemy breaking the surface. But that's not all, sir. We think that one of them may be important. Certainly, the heretics near flung themselves upon our swords to defend it. Ha-ha! Just as I suspected. Amongst this warren of tunnels lies the entrance to Iceheart's lair. Some of the others were going in. A moment, Alphino. The tunnel in question is barely wide enough for 2 men abreast. We cannot say with any certainty where it leads, much less what is waiting for us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking here on the surface. What if they were to converge on this point after we entered the tunnel? For all we know, they could be funneling our forces into a trap.
I take your point, Papalimo. If the tunnel is indeed as narrow as you say, greater numbers would be more hindrance than help. Should we encounter difficulty, our own allies would become an obstacle to escape.
Ahem! A change of plans. While we rendezvous with Sir Amaric and keep the heretics at bay here, you go with wherever that tunnel leads, Calosa. If you find Iceheart at the end of it, do not to let her escape. You venture into the unknown, so see that you are prepared for anything. I suggest you call upon your allies, though not too many, or Papalimo will sulk. Ida, my hero!
Go, stalwart Temple Knight. I wonder what this entrance is for, cough. Hello, Crystal Brave. You're just standing there. Okay.
The entrance to the tunnel, madam, is just over here. Had we not seen the heretics breaking the surface, we never would have noticed it. Per Sir Amaric's orders, we will stand guard outside. Please be aware that even should you encounter significant resistance, we cannot leave our post. Alright, use the duty finder to enter Snowcloak. Alphino literally flying by the seat of his pants. That is very true. Alrighty, Haty Doodle. You coming along? You coming along, Anika? Oh, yes, you are. Okay, you are just waiting. Alright then, here we go. Clear selection. Snowcloak. Look at that. Look at how close we're getting to the end. Woo! Oh, wait. Snowcloak. There we go. Instant. Annika's been hiding in plain sight. So is Jadelyn, apparently. Oh, by the way, I gave Jadelyn her Pope hat because the Pope hat is amazing. Also, then you can see her cute black eyes and you just want to snuggle. I love this thing. Elvie and I were talking about how nice it is. I think this is the Warrens, which Elvie was mentioning. Was one of their favorites. Alright, LD, let's do it. LB stays off 740. I'd like everyone to remember that LB was mentioning it before, but they are a Dragoon. Time for the Dragoons to come out of the woodwork and annihilate all the heretics and the dragons. Yay! This first boss, he does an ability where if you're standing still when it's cast, it puts a debuff on you that freezes you a bit. If you get too many debuffs, then you just straight up freeze. Also, if you don't feel this frost bomb, that was it right there. If you don't feel this frost bomb in time, it'll explode and hit everyone with freezing. Oh, so good. Cold wave, that's good. Oh no. Ow. Felt the cold wave. Go. Oops. No close no close more like no close before we started this, Alteron was pointing out that Alphino flying by the seat of his pants is basically the reason why he's like annoyed. He annoyed Alteron. Like, and I get it. A lot of his like stuff is like he's not really all that smart. Like things just work out for him because he's smart. He's a rich kid. And he just assumes that everyone loves him because he's cool and not because he's rich. Which, I mean, I guess is better than a rich guy whining about how no one loves him because no one truly loves him for himself, even though he's got plenty of friends. Second boss coming up to me so annoying. He is probably the most annoying boss in like all of around the board. Maybe all of Postgame. I can't think of another like boss that like I honestly go thinking about. More. I thought he was just gonna die, and then he did. Alright, so this guy's gimmick is, you like barely deal any damage to him. If you see, it's like 200 damage as opposed to like 1,000. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to pick up these brigands and drag them over here. Because the brigands will turn into icicles. And we got one snowball. frozen. No, turn him around. Yeah. There we go. Look at all those snowballs. You can have him pile up the snow even further and make giant snowballs that do more damage. There we go. There we go. Yay! Snowball! Ooh, big snowball. Maybe we can kill him in time. What? He's like one hit away. Hey! Now this is great. You can just run past these sprites. You don't have to deal damage to them, they just explode. And then you just walk past them and then they die. The end. Easy. Sure a bunch of people are angry because they want to be able to just run everything all at once. Up above. Got him. Got him. Oh no, a freaking tumbler. Oh no. It must be a Tumblr blog. Counter Cyclops. No flaw. Got him. Oh no, we've got dragons. Which means we must be close. What the? He just disappeared. So this chap is Cherry, and Carrier. He will turn into a dragon if you let him cast his dragon sword. So you have to stun him while you're killing him. Otherwise, you get 3 dragons. Yay! Time for a Finger of the Apostate. Nice. I assume it's mummified, like one of those like holy like relics or something. the big, like, notorious monster in 1.0. And everyone was excited for Fenrir to appear again, and then he was just this generic boss, and everyone got angry about it. He was supposed to be super cool and important. Why did he Oh, geez. Oh, wait. Ouch. I pressed the wrong button. Now, the gimmick that happens is, one time the icicles drop is fine, but the second time they drop is when things get hairy. This is it right here. So those ones, yeah, those ones get moved, and so this one gets to avoid. That happened. And then it goes back to not being special, and then being special, and then not being special. I'll be... Oh. Get him, Annika! Nice! Yeah! Good job, everyone. Let's head out. Oh wait, don't head out. We need to find out where Iceheart is.
The tales do not do you justice, warrior of light.
Iceheart!
Yes, I know who you are, and you know who I am.
Yeah, exactly. I just said Iceheart! Just like that.
I was given the name Izel, but I earned the name Iceheart.
So your name is Izael. Also, geez, you even got, like, white eyes. What? Enemy heretic.
This endless cycle of hatred, of bloodshed, of sorrow. You would see it continue, O noble warrior of light.
Of course not. That's why I'm stopping you from murdering a bunch of people who just want to deliver crystals. Cough.
I would not. I will not. I will bring an end to this war between dragon and man, no matter the cost.
So you're going to end the war between dragon and man by murdering all of the men. Got it. That makes sense. We're gonna stop bloodshed by making more bloodshed. Iceheart, you just stop.
In time, you will come to understand that what we do for the greater good.
For the greater, Iceheart, just go.
For Eorzea. For Hydaelyn.
What? For Hydaelyn? Wait, what is this? What is this La Brea crap? We are doing this, we're killing everyone and destroying the crystal to save the world! That's you, that's what you sound like. An aetheryte! Just like all the other primals! Oh no, she's hot! Good thing a dragoon was there to kill all the dragons. Thank goodness we had that dragoon. Thank you, Elvie. Though I did not doubt that you would return, I am nonetheless relieved to see my judgment validated. It is a blessing you are still with us. Commander Leviure took to pacing in your absence. Oh, baby! Yo, you, Hase! Is it finished? Does that mean we can leave this god's forsaken place? I can't feel my... forgive me. I should not keep you from Commander Leviure. That took longer than I expected. What news, Calosa? Oh, she just walked away and then went into an aetherite. I totally let her get away. So, Iceheart is but a pseudonym. Not that it matters. That she managed to escape is regrettable, but from your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you've cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. Mayhap they will even find a route past the ice wall. Wouldn't that do wonders for their fight against the heretics? Crystal Braves could certainly share the credit for it too. 12 be praised, Calosa. We may yet turn this situation to our advantage. Alfie thought Iceheart was her actual name. Alfie is like what was it? The pinnacle of like high intelligence, low wisdom. Assuming we stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle. Minfilia and Urianger have been busy pursuing the archives of House Forton, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if they were intending to trudge back to Camp Dragonhead to report on the day's events, don't. The antecedent should be here any minute. I can only assume some people enjoy subjecting themselves to this cold. Alphino! Put on a coat, you stupid child! Antecedent, you come to us straight from the archives of House Forton. I trust your your time there proved fruitful. Would that it had. Urianger and I scouted countless texts, but what we found was of questionable veracity. I love how she's wearing a coat. Alfie! Wear a coat! Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She laid down with a dragon, the gravest of all sins according to Ishgardian faith. Yet in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. So, the heretics are scalies! That's the heresy of this entire thing. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we will find a useful answer in the archives of House Forton. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case one wonders if it is by circumstance or by design. You said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Yeah, she said she'd stop bloodshed by causing more bloodshed. It was really awesome and stupid. Viewed without prejudice, one would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. Not when one of the sides is gone! But whatever. I think Sir Amaric might take issue with her methods. I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that the tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander! You pursue your foes with less zeal than I expected, Sir Amaric. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, that I expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Halone that your ancestors came to this land? Why they took up arms against the Dravonians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those who believe that faith is a renunciation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live a life in service to the Fury. Such righteous fervor may well serve a knight on the front line, less so a leader of men. We are all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, nay, a different era, and scripture tells us only so much. Would that it told us more. That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. A welcome trade at the negotiating table, to be sure, less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. Mayhap he does not truly believe that Iceheart's plan can succeed. Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva was real, a living, breathing human. Woman, sorry, not human, woman. Of that there can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception of being good King Mongomog XII, the myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplications of the Mongol's guard. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation who yearn for the resurrection of one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith at a higher power, then what is? Crystals and conviction, Minfilia. They have them both in abundance. Sir, Commander Levior! Can that truly be all that is required? My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the aetherite Iceheart used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another aetherite, somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of the second aetherite, however, they have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal, I can only presume she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternate route, most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charleon may be able to assist us. I pray that you are right. I dare not think how long it will take for us to survey the entire tunnel system. Elvie's talking about, we'll talk about it later. While Minfilia looks into our aetherite problem, I would like to request your assistance with another matter. The 3rd unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly despite our numbers. Kurthus is vast, and Iceheart's followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Iceheart's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leaders' whereabouts. Also, though it is admittedly a selfish request, I feel that the Braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you were not aware. Alright then, leave it to me. Good, I knew you would understand. You, Hase, can apprise you of the details. When the task is complete, come and find me at the Observatorium. Captain Ilbert and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. The Temple Knights shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to their work, for ours is more pressing. Yeah. Alfie is 90% of D&D parties in cold climates, Alteron says. Because you never actually change clothes, you just wear your leather armor. But Alfie was mentioning that their character has a natural resistance to cold. So they're just like, why you all whining? We're here in the cold. We're here in the snow-capped peaks. Don't care. There you are, Calosa. Commander Levy, you're instructing me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the Third hail from Ul'dah, and for a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, the crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand. Nary a moment ago, I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making for Danafin Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful for you to join them. I myself should be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin. Jeez, that guy really likes money. Can't stop talking about it. Can't stop, won't stop. Oh, that's a pretty moon. Off we go! Oh no, not a chinchilla. I'm afraid. Balls, my ankle is on fire. Caught my boot on a rock or something and twisted it as it fell. The others went on ahead through Danafin Pass. Hurry and catch up. If you aren't sure where to go, look for tracks. The snow is fresh and they shouldn't be hard to find. Here, have a quick heal. There you go. That'll get you up and running fast. Whoop, right into a wall. You know what, let's just walk. Yeah, let's walk for a bit. So I stop running into walls all the time. Almost there! Oh, back to this place with all the giants and stuff. Tracks lead southeast. How about a Gooby this time? Goo-boo! 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 Woo! Yo, you found anything? Scion, what are you doing here? Heretics? I'm not sure. There was a great scale beast and... Yu Hase? I think he went east on his own. The heretics split up, so we did too. Oh no. Yu Hase! Oh no, I see that purple. I know what that means. Yu Hase! Stand back, I got this. Sonic Glowcoat! Yu Hase, you okay? How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics' tracks that I almost failed to notice that they doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest. Lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Withdraw in groups of 3 or less to the observatorium. Give the signal and wait. The merchant will be watching. Better be late and be left for dead. Speaks for itself, does it not? They can't possibly mean to rendezvous inside the place, so they should restrict our search to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatorium. I will need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. Yeah, you take care, man. Here, have another heal. There you go. Look at me, I'm helping. Yo, what's up, you two? Just having a nice chat outside the walls where they're wolves. I'm through with listening to your excuses. We leave now! Oh, the woods are crawling with these blue coats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. Hi! Well, stay with her then if you think you'll fare any better. Now, there's no need for that. Oh no! There are places like this in my homeland. Sacred snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Yet your lands have a thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk deep. No, I haven't done anything wrong! None but meet in secret with heretics. Deny it all you will, we shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all! He drank something! Fancy meeting you here, Calosa. Oh wait, maybe he didn't. Maybe he just got on it. He just fell over. I presume your work with the third brought you hither. What a tangled web. Lest you wonder, we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who has been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the Ivy. It beggars belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yugiri and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. Master Alfino is too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid your search for the spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land, to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you will allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation is complete. That's a most generous offer, Lady Yugiri, and one which I will gladly accept. Thank you. Though I may disappear for a time, know that I shall never be far, and I shall always be watching. A comforting thought. Come, Calosa, let us wait inside for Captain Ilbert to return and deliver his report. Help, what are accents? Let's go inside! Whee! I'm inside. Just hop the wall. Captain Ilbert seems confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning the Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are spared another wild dodo chase. Gods know we have had more than enough to occupy our time as it is. Whoa, I see Merlwib and Kane Senna and Raubon. What's this all about? Captain Ilbert! Captain Ilbert, your report, if you will. Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say that the man could tell us not that we didn't already know of Shiva. We have since handed him over to the Ishgardian authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquire their information on the shipment routes. Go on. You recall the flame we first identified as being the Ivy's employ. From him we were able to trace a trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation had been compromised, we took the necessary step of detaining all suspected of the conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including a flame stationed at Revenant's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad, particulars of which he could share with benefactors, thereby ensuring that needs did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of this role, he was privy to the details of all shipments bound for the settlement. Needless to say, that included those originating from House Fortolme. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant. I think I can guess which one. None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Well, that is one mystery solved at least, but what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to prizing off his mask? I dare say we are, Commander. A relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In a desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercising certain administrative powers available only to high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. Oh, so he's a high-ranking member. If you consider then that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed. You mean to say that the agent is among Raban's innermost circle? Someone who has been with him since the Immortal Flames' establishment? 'Tis the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand. To slip into a position of authority unremarked, and remain above suspicion all these years. I too was surprised, though I really shouldn't have been. Of the three grand companies, Ulda's was ever the most vulnerable to infiltration. Both Limsa, Laminza, and Gridania have long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones mind, under the same leadership. Only the banner was different. Not so with the Flames. Ulda's military was made up of disparate orders, most of which were glorified mercenary companies that answered only to their own paymasters. Hardly an ideal environment to which establish something as high-minded as a grand company. Difficulties Raban faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known. Even after he had convinced his fellow syndicate members to share the cause, there remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed. Given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that means recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company. A good deal easier than now, aye. The Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. Though the monetarists ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, 'twas not out of charity that they did so, but simple self-preservation. Had Nail Van Darnas's ambition been any less apocalyptic, you may be sure that they would never have risked supplying Raban with an army. 'Tis but a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Regardless, returning to the present. Even as we speak, our Doman allies are shadowing several high-ranking flames, any one of whom could be the Ivy. Desiring to deal a blow against the Empire, the refugees were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them ere long. Very good. Pray continue your investigation with the first. Meanwhile, have the second attend to the unrest. The third can join the fourth in inspecting crystal shipments. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoned in like manner to the other primals, the heretics will be looking for further supplies. Understood, Commander. I shall send word to Sir Amaric, informing him of our success in identifying the heretics' abettors. Hopefully the information will be of some use to the Ishgardians. It is time, Commander. Yes, I am aware. An emergency council of the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Garlemald, it would seem. As Commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been requested. I would have you accompany me, Calosa. As the realm's stoutest champion, 'tis only meet that you be present for the discussion. Oh, and the antecedent has already given her consent, lest you worry. Well, time to go talk to other people, although... What? Speak to Alphino? I thought we were going somewhere. Upon the honor of the Crystal Braves, I swear that I shall not burst into the Ivy as unmasked and in chains. Like me, are doubtless eager to conclude our business with Iceheart, but until another path to her sanctum is found, she will remain beyond our reach. Minfilia and the Archons are sparing no effort to secure an alternate route. Until such time as they succeed, I suggest we give some thought to the realm's other problems. I shall go on ahead to Gridania in readiness for the upcoming council. Meet me at Nofika's altar, and we shall make our way to the Lotus Stand together. This nice lady just waved at me. Hello. Looking snazzy. She's just admiring the outfit, and I'm telling her how she can get it if she wants to get it someday. Alrighty, datey doodle. There we go. Off to Gridania. Fat cat. Bye, cat. You can get the fat cat mount by buying it. Alright. Fat cat! Calosa does deserve all the pets. What do you think she is, a cat? Oh. Unlike Raubon, politics is not my cup of tea. While you and the commander attend the council, I will attend to some business of my own. Okay, you have fun there, Elbird. My thanks for coming, Calosa. When you are ready, speak with the conjurer yonder. She will show us to the lotus stand. We're all here. Hey ho, the gang's all here.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
Mm-hmm. We've got an emperor.
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Dun dun. Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
Uh-oh.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Oh, should it be? So, this is how usual successions happen. Does it go to the second eldest son of the first emperor, or does it go to the grandson who is still alive? Oh! Grandson's
Would
not.
that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
Grandson's not happy with that dead dad.
Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
The grandson won.
So young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
He has a pinty head. Yeah.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Nice cape flip. A plus cape flip.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
He actually didn't want the Meteor Project because he didn't want to kill the people, he wanted to take them over. On the other hand, at least it sounds like he is willing to try and annex it instead of just slaughter everyone. That's better than nothing? Question mark?
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all. I propose that we set aside the Cartno dispute for the present and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
We just talked about this, Kane Senna. It's not happening.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it.
Oh, Alphino, don't do your me.
If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
Let's just talk about the ivy out in full view of everyone to hear and listen to. Not going, Alfie. What do you call a cowardly curse in a knight? A bitch guard. I like Elvies too. Guardish. Ishgard, guardish. Only a little guard. Both of them were good. It will not have escaped your notice that the nations of Eorzea are no nearer to being of one purpose, despite their protestations to the contrary. Plainly, the threat of a resurging Garlemald is not enough to stir them even still. And the reason for this, deep-rooted mistrust among the citizenry. The nation's leaders can come to all they understand and they like, but their unity means little and less to the common folk. Take the Laminsons, for instance. Though Admiral Merwib outlawed piracy over a decade ago, foreigners still picture the nation as a haven for grog-swilling, wooden-legged cutthroats. In likewise, the Gridanians are mocked as hermits who talk to trees, and the Eldars scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Not that much sentiments are entirely without grounds, of course. Take that pillar of Uldan society, Telegiatal Legi, for example. For But that is beside the point. The fact is that people are wary of outsiders, whether they have cause to be or not. On that basis, one could argue that the conflict at Cartano is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega. In order to placate them, we present them with something resembling warfare, and thereby curb their appetite for full-scale conflict. But enough idle musing. Let us speak of a more pressing matter, the Ivy. Since we spoke at the observatorium, Captain Ilbert has further shortened his list of suspects, and by happy coincidence, the one he deems the most likely candidate has lately come to Gridania. The hunt nears its end, Calosa. All that remains is to corner our quarry, seek out Ilbert at Adisness, and he will give you the particulars. Should there be any developments in Kurthis, you may be sure that I will send word without delay. In the meantime, I wish you success in apprehending the Ivy. Sounds like the perfect time to go undercover in a giant wedding dress. Yo, bird! Oh, hey! It's Aline Royale. She's like Raubon's right-hand woman. Britannia's lush abundance never ceases to delight me. 'Tis a far cry from the barren deserts of Uldar. Heck yeah, that's why Uldar's not Uldar. Gridania's the best. Uldar's like, third best. Oh no. But thanks for coming, Scion. Doubtless the commander has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. What's the hap, Silbert? Yeah, it would be nice if you could, like, join the Ishgard Grant Company or something. Listen well, the spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than Flame Marshal Aline Royale. What? Wait, what? I was just talking with her. Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown. To say her skill with the polearm has to be seen to be believed. She's of Ishgardian birth, and she's the highest-ranking foreigner in the Immortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. When he formed the Grand Company, Raubon chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed from was of no interest. The monitors saw things differently, however. After funding the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates who nominated for high-ranking positions. And 'twas no secret that they didn't favor foreigners, Ishgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the Alliance. Yet the monitors did not raise so much as a murmur of protest when Royale was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy has some hold over the monitarists? Phew! We got under the rock before she could look at us. But these revelations are secondary to our current mission. Of foremost interest to us is Royale's presence here now. As you may be aware, it is the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in the absence of the Flame General. While Raubon attended the Council of Alliance Leaders, she should have remained in the Hall of Flames. The woman has no business being in Gridania, yet here she is nonetheless, on some pretense. She's up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flames' records for evidence of Royale's guilt. But if we can catch her red-handed, then we have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landing, and the docks. Every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely on your eyes, Scion? You got it! You have my thanks. Let us go then and take care not to alert our quarry. Alright. Let's do it. Royale is heading in the direction of the Blue Badger Gate. With me, Scion. entered the Carline canopy? Meeting someone perchance? Or could she be meaning to board an airship? Pray look for her within. If she's not on the upper floor, try the landing area below. One of mine is stationed there, and she may have seen something. Ephemy is her name. I shall remain here in case Rael reappears. Oh shit! This lady, Ephemy, is the girl who was part of the Verdanians. She was one of the Wood Whalers. Calosa Whispersong, such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? Ahem, a social visit, you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I've noted every passenger and none bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. Not here, but she wasn't up above either. This seems weird. And even if she went out this way, Ilbert would have seen her coming by. What happened? Nowhere to be seen. Are you sure she didn't board an airship? She didn't come back out either. Where in the seven hells could she have gone? The roost! How could I have forgotten? She went into an inn room. Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some Montoy tonic? A cup a day imbues a man with great vigor, if you take my meaning. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait. That necklace. You are a shinobi of Doma. The woman you seek has left Gridania by way of West Shore Pier. She was attired as a merchant, but these eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search through the Easter Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to sport you from the shadows. Thank the 12 for the Tomans. Were not for their unique talents, Rael would have disappeared without a trace. Our hunt leads us to the East Shroud, Scion. I suggest we follow Rael's example and take the ferry from West Shore Pier. You doubtless wish to make certain preparations. See to them while I go ahead. I'll wait for you at Sweet Blue Pier. Alright, it's getting later. We're gonna probably finish up by doing the catch, and then I'm gonna have to stop, even if it's a little early, because, my head is getting foggy. I didn't take a nap like I should have today, so probably should be taking a nap. Well, I probably should be going to bed a little earlier tonight. But it was a fun day and exciting things happened. We learned about Iceheart, and now we're gonna catch this Ivy lady. This is great. This way, my friends. Yo, you giddy! Your quarry makes for Hawthorne Hut. If Royale is truly the one we speak, we can expect that she means to make contact with her Garlean masters there. An explanation is in order. You are no doubt aware that the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distances. Well, our ingenious friends at Garland Ironworks have provided us with devices which disrupt those communications, and we have installed them around the city-states. In so doing, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Rael would thus have no choice but to rendezvous with an Imperial contact directly. Yet, as a well-known face in the Immortal Flames, she cannot move about Thanalin without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. It is for this reason, I believe, that she was chosen the Black Shroud for her clandestine meeting. The Ellison are a common sight here, and her comings and goings are not like to turn any heads. As my scouts tell it, The Garleans have sent agents with a mind to destroy the devices and render such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. This is it. We only need to make for Hawthorne Hut and catch Royal in the act. Off we go! Oh no. We're getting a whole bunch of bots coming in. Yada yada obtains level 14. Yada. Oh, they're on Famfrit too. These little jerks are trying to hide so they can't get found. They're from Famfrit, but they're teleporting to Exodus server so that they don't get caught. If Royal was here, she is here no more. We have no choice but to continue this pursuit. Whoop, wrong one. My people report that our quarry has departed for the Bramble Patch. The Ivy returns to the Gnarls whence she came, but perhaps it's all for the better. To convict someone of her standing, we will require damning evidence against her. What could be better than to catch her in the act when she meets with her Garlean masters? My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in the shadows. Tread warily, my friends. Just beyond, Royal is in conversation with an individual clan in the matter of an adventurer. An Imperial intermediary, no doubt. This is it! With me! But must be a day ending in with Y. What the? Huh? Flame Marshal Aline Royale, you are under arrest for treason and espionage. You are followed, you bloody fool! He's trying to run! Yugiti's too fast! Damnation! Royale, don't do this. Shinobi! She's surrounded. You are unarmed, my lady, and scarcely garbed for battle, but if you wish to fight, you're welcome to try. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling in the Twelveswood? When last I looked, that was no crime, and neither was conversing with passing strangers. You would feign ignorance, then? Very well. If you do think of something to say, there'll be plenty of time to say it later. Come quietly, or I shall make you wish you had. I will offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. Shinobi, 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 the girl who's hard to get. Shinobi, 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 but you can get her yet. Thank you, yes, perfect. Even the warrior of Royale's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surrender does not bespeak innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With the ivy thus uprooted, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the immortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap then the people of Ul'dah will have the grand company they deserve. But let us speak of the present. If I may ask, what will you do now, Calosa? I guess I'll be heading back. So the Scions seek a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Then I dare say you are eager to return to the Rising Stones. Pray, do not let me keep you. Fear not. My countrymen and I shall tend to the aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speaking of talents, you have been training in the art of the shinobi, have you not? The change in your bearing is quite evident, to me at least. I look forward to seeing you in action. Till next time, my friend. If you haven't gotten Rogue yet, she's like, hey, please God, start learning about shinobis and ninjas, because we made a new class. Please God, use this new class. But of course, Calosa is a shinobi as well. Because why wouldn't she be? Kashan! Yeah! And there he's gone. But anyway, let me teleport back to Mordona in Revenant's Toll, and we're gonna call it there. It's close enough. It's close enough to time that it's not a huge problem. But oh man, not feeling very amazing. I'll probably sleep in tonight. Yo there, Anika. Anika is celebrating the anniversary by hanging out with Rian. Aw, we all get to hang out together. This is great. Thank goodness we're all friends and not evil bad guys. Thanks for joining us, Anika, and thank you for being nice and helping us out. It seems like things are looking up for Calosa, if not for all of Eorzea. Finally, Calosa has a family again, and there's no way she's gonna let her lose. There's no way she's going to lose the new family she's acquired. We'll find out what we're gonna do about Iceheart next time. And maybe we'll find out about maybe more dungeon stuff. We haven't done so many dungeon things in a while. That might be a nice thing to do. Next week, probably going to be unable to do this again. Just like last week, I couldn't. Next week, probably not, because visa stuff. Living here in Japan, you gotta do visa stuff, so probably gonna end up doing that, and so unfortunately we'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks so much for joining us. Thanks so much for hanging out. I will see you guys another time. Thanks for coming. Bye bye.